In this video, we'll be discussing adding orders for either main accounts or one ship to address. This is the first transaction we discuss in our videos. In order to get to transactions in Aria, you're going to need to double click on transactions link on the left hand side. Then this is a transaction related to sales orders, so I'm double clicking on sales orders. Then this is also a transaction related to entering sales orders, so I'm double clicking on sales orders. We have 4 different types of data entry for sales orders, and we're going to take the simplest one right now, which is actually entering regular sales orders, like the sales orders that are entered usually by customer service staff or sales reps directly by direct data entry, versus orders that are received by EDI, or versus entering contracts for long-term sales and things of that sort. So I double click the sales order screen, and this is the screen I got. At any time and on all transactions on Aria, if you would like to enter a new transaction, you would need to click on this button. It's like the blank piece of paper on top. So I'm going to click on that, and it gives you a session default. Why? Because we noticed that usually users who sit down and actually enter orders for more than one customer on one session and with more than styles, and usually the information is pretty much similar, so we kind of ask them general questions up front in order to avoid them having to repeat this information later. Like for example, this order is going to be completed by 7:30. I'm shipping from more than one season merchandise. I'm shipping this from the t-shirt division, and I'm shipping out of my North Carolina warehouse. You can set this as the default, meaning apply this to all orders entered in this session only, or you can just simply say, okay, I'm bypassing it without setting it as the default. So I click OK. First question system asks me, who's the customer? So I can always click on this link to get a list of customers, or if I wish, I can just do like that. If I remember my customer number, the 5 digits, and I'm just pressing enter. Now, once you do this, the system is going to collect all information entered on that customer and bring it to you on the sales order, and waits for your instructions. By default, when we create a sales order, we put it on status hold. The other available statuses are either open or bid for marketing and negotiations, or web data entry, or things of that sort. So for now, we're going to leave it set to the default, which is hold. Now, if this order is going to be shipped to the main company address, then I have nothing to do on that part, or that top part. If this order is going to be shipped to a certain location, I'm just going to need to click on this list, and here's the list of stores for this customer, and I'm just going to simply select store number 1, saying that this order is going to be shipped to CUS01 and only store number 001 of that customer. And once you select the store number, the system is going to display this message for you, saying that the addresses over here, actually, which is the shipping and the billing address, are going to be changed. Are you sure? I'm going to say yes. So Aria automatically updates the information based on the selected store. So you have the choice of either leaving this empty, and meaning ship to the main account directly, to the main corporate offices or the main corporate store, or you select a specific store number, and in this situation we're shipping to a certain store number for that customer. Now you will see also just underneath the customer, the store number, that you have to enter a purchase order number over here, which is the purchase order number supplied to you by your customer. Then you will notice that the screen under that is actually divided into 3 main tabs: header, detail, summary. Right now we are in the header tab, which displays for you the bill to address, ship to address, dates, as you can see, and so on. Billing address is always picked from the setup that we did at the time when we created the store. Shipping address, you still have some options in here. Either I ship to the address that was entered at the time when we created the store, or we can choose to ship to a completely alternate address that you can type over here on any of those fields, like the address, and we will ship to a completely different address than the one that we had at the setup. I still can select the standard ship to address, and if that store is set to be shipped to a DC, I can still choose disregard the DC on this shipment and ship directly to the store if you wish. Left hand side, you have enter date, which is the date that the order was entered on, start ship date, and cancel date or completion date as we call it in Aria. Those three dates are very important because you're going to be able to run reports based on that, and also your open to sell will be calculated based on those dates, and a lot of functions that depends on the accuracy of those dates. Lower left hand side, you have controlling codes. So we say that we're gonna sell this guy with the net 30 term, we're shipping him best way, and of course you have the ability to change anything you like. You have special instructions, seasons, and division. Be careful with the season and division because Aria will limit you to the styles that fall within that season and within that division. So right now, if I go to the details section to start entering the style number, any style I choose on that details section must have the season old and the division t-shirt. If this order is going to a specific department at that customer, you will be able to type and select the department number from here. You have short note 1 and note 2 fields, which are very nice to have to enter like quick notes that will be visible for the users at the time of picking, shipping, printing forms, things of that sort. The sales rep that was assigned to that customer will show up for you over here with the commission, and you have the ability to either change commission or add another sales rep for split commissions and things of that sort. So this is what we have on the header tab, and I'm going to use my mouse right now and click on details. Now this is the details of the sales orders, meaning of the sales order. So this means that you're going to need to select the style, the color, the sizes, and enter the breakdown for them. So I will do this by clicking on new. Then I start choosing my style numbers. You can always open a list by clicking on this button, putting a question mark, or just simply typing the style number if you wish. This is one of the style numbers, and I'm holding now my control key and pressing the right arrow. So Aria automatically goes just after the dash and wait for you to start entering colors, right? And again, you can all do like that, and I am choosing black right now. So every time you enter or you deal with a style within a specific location, Aria usually checks the file. Do we have a bin for that style number in that location or not? If it doesn't, you will always get this message. Style number so and so, color so and so is not assigned to that location, North Carolina. What would you like to do? Is this a mistake? So you click on re-enter, or you click on add if you wish to print for that style number. Okay. Aria, once you bypass the style and the color code, will display for you the description and give you the ability to change that description on that sales order only, which is actually good for substitution or changing descriptions to fit customers' expectations and things of that sort. Aria also gives you the ability to enter a completion date for each line on your sales order, the ability to review and change the commissions percentage again. If you are selling by a pre-pack, then you would be able to select the pre-pack here. I am selling by this type of pre-pack, and I'm just simply selling 2 packs based on that, and I'm pressing enter key right now, so Aria fills in the breakdown for you, right? Or you can bypass the pre-packs completely, and then you just simply jump to this area and you just say like that, for example. Aria saying quantity is out of balance, well pieces are okay. Yes, I'm saying because it's actually comparing with this quantity field, so I'm going to say yes, the total is fine. We're done with the line. Then Aria automatically gives you the following style number on the list, because we're expecting usually when people buy the merchandise, they usually buy more than one color of the same item. So now I'm getting that same bin related message in there for the color daisy. So I'm clicking on add, and this one I'm gonna do by using the packs, and I'm just saying selling 5 packs of this. Okay, then I'm gonna click on new again, do another style number, new again, and do a third style number, and so on, right? So you will be able to enter as many lines as you like on your style number. Now let's review some tricks here. Right hand side, you have those controlling buttons. New will allow you to insert a new line. Remove will allow you to actually highlight any of the lines and click on remove to remove it from that list. Copy will allow you to copy the breakdown from style A to paste it on style B. Meaning that if I know that I'm entering another style number right now, or another line with this same breakdown, I can just simply highlight the black, click on copy, click on new, enter the new style number, then click on paste. It will automatically put the numbers for you. But this can only work if the two style numbers are using the same size breakdown. You cannot paste, or you cannot copy from a style that runs with small, medium, large into a style that runs based on 10, 12, 14 sizing. The configure button is kind of an advanced use, and we're going to use it and discuss it later. But notes, you have the ability to enter a separate notepad for each line, which is actually good for communication with the warehouse, packing instructions, if there's any special production instructions for that line, special measurements, anything of that sort. And packs can be used in case if you are selling by a pack, and we will discuss this later when we start getting into the EDI functionality. Now once you enter all of your style numbers, before we go to the next section, notice that the open to sell is showing for you down here. So as you are entering the style number, you will be able to see the quantity that you can sell right now. And if you wish to get a time phased open to sell, you only need to click on this small button, which will give you actually a time phased open to sell. It will tell you actually based on the periods of time, like in 2 weeks period of time, this is what's going to be available. So once you enter all the lines that you would like to enter, the only thing you have to do is just simply confirm the numbers. So I'm using my mouse and clicking on summary. Okay. And as you can see here, this is the main information. We've booked 72 pieces, nothing shipped, nothing canceled, and the entire 72 pieces are open. This is a house order. I got it from this buyer, and if once we do the credit approval and the amount, things will start showing up on this section. And here on the right hand side, some small also information, like I would like to charge insurance at the time of shipping. This is a bulk order or not a bulk order, and this is a reorder or a regular order. Once we're done, the only thing that you have to do is just use your mouse and click on the save button. Aria will assign a sequential order number, and you'll get a message saying that this is your order number. Usually people write down this order number on the original source for the order, whether it's the fax or a form that you're using internally for organization, and makes it easier to retrieve the order and trace the order information later. Like all other entities in Aria, Aria will give you the ability to add a note for the sales order. We do just click on yes, and you can type your notes in here, and you click on the save